Welcome to the Millionaire Hot Seat, the show that gives you a chance every night of the week, Monday to Friday, to win $1 million. Yes, it's sensational. All these other shows want to give you money. We give you the chance every night to win the big money. It's up to you. Somebody will take the $1 million sooner or later. Let's hope it's tonight. Let's meet our contestants. They are Claire Levine, was a combat fitness instructor in the Israeli army. Tim Fuller, he was stung by a blue bottle jellyfish when his little brother flicked it in his eye. Ouch. Lorna Gorman always carries a piece of home with her. She has a Scottish flag tattoo. There you go. Tony Marsh has the scars from a turtle bite on his nose and a wallaby bite on his privates. With a win, Gordon McGregor would like to learn Gaelic at summer school in the Isle of Skye, and Rebecca Twyrold was dissecting a cadaver at university when the heart caught fire. Really? There you go. Heart caught fire?
Yeah.
Caught fire?
Yes.
Oh, I'll ask you about that when you get up, I can tell you. Claire, you ready to go?
Indeed.
Let's go, come on. Come on, Claire. Welcome.
Thank you.
Claire Levine's 44, a publican, self-employed, Farmers Arms Hotel in Dalesford.
That's right.
Great part of the world.
It is a beautiful part of the world.
Tell me, Dalesford in Victoria. Suzanne's your partner. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi.
So, what happened? You guys went to Dalesford, found the business, or found the business, then went to Dalesford?
Yeah, lived in Melbourne, moved up to Dalesford about 5 years ago. So
Yeah.
I lived there for a year, and then, yeah, the pub came up, and we've, both got a strong background in hospitality, so, yeah, it was just perfect.
Tell me, you're born in South Africa, went to Israel,
Yes.
in the Israeli army, which is pretty heavy duty, as we know. 2 years.
Didn't have a choice, really.
You got conscripted in there, 2 years in the army, made rank of sergeant, and you're a combat fitness instructor.
That's right.
But not only that, but you're a fair squash player as well. You're number one in Israel for how long?
Well, I was number one for 8 years, but played professionally for about 10 years, so travelled the world playing squash tournaments.
Good, so 44 years of age, who was getting around in those days? Who was that?
Sarah Fitzgerald.
Sarah Fitzgerald
Michelle Martin.
from very much here in Australia, and Michelle
Absolutely,
Martin
very
was
good friend of mine.
both of them world number ones. Oh, Sarah's she's a great player. She's a fantastic player. How'd you go? Did you ever beat her or
God,
Michelle
no.
Martin? I mean, they were the two dominant players at the time.
They kicked my butt.
That's it. Claire, we could talk about squash all night, but we won't. Let's win some money, okay? 15 questions to win $1 million. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Go. For $100, colloquially, to hit the sack means to what? A, go to bed. B, get fired. C, eat potatoes. D, have a fight.
I think I will lock in A, go to bed.
Go to bed. Incorrect. $100. $200. Whistler's Mother is a famous 1871 painting featuring a woman seated on a toilet. B, bus. C, chair. D, mechanical bull.
I think I might lock in C, chair.
Chair is locked in. Correct for $200. $300. The W.S. Cox Plate is awarded for what type of sporting event? A, boxing. B, horse racing. C, cricket. D, tennis.
My favourite horse race, so I will lock in B, horse race.
The horse race, it's locked in. You like it, do you?
I love it.
It is.
We've just bought a little share in a racehorse.
Have you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's the Australasian Weight for Age Championship. There it is, horse racing at Moonee Valley. The Cox Plate correct for $300. $500. In internet terminology, the graphical representation of a user is called a what? A, avatar. B, android. C, phantasm. D, exemplar.
I think I know, but I might take a pass.
You sure?
Yes.
Catch you later, Claire.
Thank you.
See ya. Hey, Tim. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Tim Fuller is 19 years of age, a student, paramedic science. How long have you been doing it for?
It's my second year.
Good on you. How many years do you have to do?
It's only 3.
Good on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Good luck with all that. It's a great
you.
job. Works at a fruit and veg shop as well, from Palmwoods in Queensland.
Yeah.
Jill's your mum. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Eddie.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's the way. All right, mate, you need to answer this question, okay? In internet terminology, the graphical representation of a user is called a what? A, avatar. B, android. C, phantasm. D, exemplar.
I believe it is A, avatar.
Lock it in?
A, yep.
Good on you, locked in. It's correct for $500. $2,500. Which Oscar-winning film of 2011 was made in the style of a black and white silent picture? A. Hugo. B. The Help. C. The Artist. D. The Descendants.
Wasn't The Descendants. I'll lock in C, The Artist.
The Artist is locked in and correct for $1,000. Well done, Tim. We're going to take a break. We have got a full house. 6 contestants, $1 million when we return in the hot seat right after this. Welcome back to the hot seat. Tim Fuller is a paramedic student. Come on, Tim, you've knocked over 2. Let's go for a third one here for $1,500. A pecuniary matter is one that relates to A. Money, B. Weather, C. Cooking, D. School.
Pecuniary. Don't think it's school or cooking. I'm not 100% sure, so I might take a pass.
You gonna pass?
Yeah.
Catch you later, Tim. See you, mate. Hello, Lorna. How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's the way. Full-time mum from South Bank in Victoria, Lorna Gorman. Fiancé is Brett. Go, Brett.
All right, mate.
How are you?
Good.
That's the way. Brett Rickard's up the back there. Your time in a boutique hotel in Glasgow, you had to look after Eminem as a guest.
Yes, that's right.
How was he?
Yeah, quiet. We couldn't actually get near him because of all his entourage and management, but I actually was the only one that got to speak to him. And then after we had our discussion, he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't understand a word you're saying."
Really?
Yeah.
Couldn't speak Glaswegian?
No.
What was wrong with him? Lorna, are you ready to go?
Yes.
I'm tipping you'll know this one. A pecuniary matter is one that relates to what? Money, weather, cooking, school.
I've got no idea, Eddie, which one this is. But I'm obviously going to take a guess.
What do you reckon? Pecuniary.
E's jumping out at me for some reason. I don't think it's school or weather. I'm going to lock in A, Eddie, please.
Lock in A. Yeah, Scottish. Of course it's got something to do with money. For $1,500. Derived from the Latin word for money, pecunia, and pecuniary interest and things like that. Politicians put down their interest, their monies, so that they can't have a conflict of interest. That type of thing. You'll hear that as you go along. $2,500. In a commercial kitchen, the term sous chef refers to the A, head chef, B, second in command, C, pastry chef, D, apprentice.
I should know this. I spent a number of years in hospitality and...
You've heard of the sous chef?
Yes, the sous chef is the second in command. So B, Eddie, lock in B.
Lock it in. Correct for $2,500. Sous is literally French for under or beneath. $4,000. A Momentary Lapse of Reason was the title of which band's 1987 album? A, Crowded House. B, In Excess. C, Pink Floyd. D, Cheap Trick. 1987, A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Who would it be? Crowded House, In Excess, Pink Floyd, Cheap Trick.
Don't know the answer on this one, Eddie. I don't know of Cheap Trick, so I wouldn't be guessing that. In Excess is...
8 seconds. Momentary Lapse of Reason, 1987. 5, you can pass if you want.
Pass, please, Eddie.
Pass.
Yes,
See you, Lorna. Catch you later. How are you, Tony?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good to see you, pal. Tony Marsh is 51, retired.
Well, yeah, medically, but yeah.
Oh, that's all right, mate.
retired.
Computer programmer and a cheesemaker.
And a multitude of other bits and pieces.
That's the way. You know, Life of Brian, they said, blessed are the cheesemakers.
Oh, actually, I was going to use that line just to help the dad.
That's it.
He loves it.
That's it. Anglesea in Victoria, from beautiful part of the world. Hayley's your daughter. Hi, Hayley.
Hi, how you going?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's the way. Cheese making. What sort of cheese do you make?
I was making mozzarella for Bonlac out at Cororook.
Yeah? You've been a cheese maker?
Yeah.
You've been a
all the
tobacco...
Pizza Hut stuff.
All that stuff?
Yeah.
Tobacco picker?
Yeah.
Fibre glassing?
Yeah. Made fire trucks.
Yeah. Timber worker?
Timber worker.
Meat packer? Dirt bagger?
Dirtbagger.
Got a passion for music and composing?
Yeah, I serenade possums and parrots and have a singing dog and
Yeah.
some musically inclined kids. So
You got
it
bitten
makes
on
it
the
really
nose
good.
by a tortoise once?
Yeah.
And tell me how you got bitten in the privates by Ruby the wallaby.
Well, had this orphan wallaby which used to live in a bag behind the door at night time, and in the morning she'd get out of the bag and crawl into bed, which time my partner would get up, take her out to the toilet, put the kettle on, and I'd get the 5-minute extra stretch in the bed. Well, this morning I woke up and rolled over and no cat, no wallaby. Well, I didn't think the wallaby was there, rolled over straight on top of her.
Oops.
She bit, I squealed, both jumped out of bed, so grabbing my
Modesty,
parts,
yeah.
took off down the hallway wondering where my partner was, going, you crazy wallaby just bit me on the...
Yeah.
And stopped dead. Sitting at the table was my partner and a mum having
Oops.
a coffee. So, yeah,
Tony?
that was an interesting one.
Quite appropriately, A Momentary Lapse of Reason was the title of which band's 1987 album? Crowded House, In Excess, Pink Floyd, Cheap Trick. You love your music?
One of my favourite Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd locked in, you know it, $4,000, correct. Went 4 times platinum, believe it or not, didn't get to #1 because Michael Jackson's Bad was on top of it all the way through. Hey, we're going to take a break. We're 7 questions away from $1 million. Everyone is in play for some big money tonight in the hot seat when we return. Welcome back to the hot seat. Tony Marsh from Anglesey in Victoria, ready for $6,000. Good luck, Tone.
Thank you.
In which state is Lake St Clair the deepest freshwater lake in Australia? A, Victoria, B, Tasmania, C, Western Australia, D, Queensland.
I'm not really sure of this, but I've got a bit of an inkling that it's Tasmania. Sounds like a bit of a trout zone, so lock in B, Eddie.
Lock in B, Tasmania. Correct for $6,000. It's deep, right? It's 170 metres deep.
Geez, that's a long dive.
It'd be nice and cold down there, wouldn't it? Wow. Here we go for $10,000. Australians Andrew Harris and Nick Kyrgios are junior international champions of which sport? A, cricket, B, basketball, C, tennis, D, soccer.
This is a bit of a tough one, Eddie. I like my sport, but sorry to say, guys, I haven't heard your names.
Junior international champions, they are. Nick Kyrgios and Andrew Harris.
Look, I might have to lock in C, Eddie.
Lock in C.
Yeah.
2 seconds on the clock. Andrew Harris and Nick Kyrgios are junior international champions in tennis for $10,000.
I remember them from now on.
You remember them? Yeah, they won the boys' doubles at Wimbledon and the French Open last year. $20,000. Here it comes. The Great Fire of London in 1666 began in a bakery in what lane? A, custard, B, trifle, C, toffee, D, pudding.
I know of the Great Fire of London. I have a
Fire of
funny
London.
feeling that it was in a funny sounding name. Maybe D, pudding.
The Great Fire of London in 1666 began in a bakery in what lane?
Oh, jeez.
10 seconds.
Look, I'm going to go with the D, pudding lane. Eddie,
Locked
lock
in?
it in.
In. Pudding Lane is correct for $20,000. 2 a.m. on Sunday, September 2nd in the King's Baker Thomas Fearnor's Pudding Lane Bakery and burnt down most of London. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're 4 questions away from $1 million on the hot seat right after this. Welcome back to the hot seat. Tony Marsh is 51. He's retired these days. You said you retired with ill health. What happened, mate?
Oh, just too many different jobs, you know, thinking you're bulletproof for too long.
Yeah.
Fiberglassing, chemicals, things like that.
Caught up with you a bit.
Yeah, run out of lungs. The
That's
fluffle
it.
valve broke.
Yeah. Well, mate, let's get a nice $1 million in your pocket, OK?
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be sensational. How do you reckon that'd go down, Hayley?
Yeah, I won't be complaining.
No doubt about that. All right, and the two boys. Thumbs up again, boys. There they are. Heckle and Jekyll up there. Look at the two of them. Go on, you boys. Let's go for 50,000. Anosmia is the medical term for the loss or absence of which sense? A, smell. B, sight. C, touch. D, hearing. Anosmia.
Well, I've got a few seconds, but as soon as it came up, the first thing I thought of was smell. Look, I'll lock in A, Eddie.
Final answer?
Yeah, yes, please.
In. Why A?
I've just been going with things that sound familiar to me.
Smell is correct for 50,000. Hyperosmia refers to an increased sense of smell. Doesn't matter. Tony, you're in the hot seat, pal. It's all or nothing tonight. It's either $1,000 for you, nothing, or $1 million cash. Good luck for 100 grand.
Thank you.
In which year was daylight saving time first introduced in Australia? A, 1901, B, 1917, C, 1945, D, 1965.
I think the three of them are too early. I'm going to have to go with D, 1965, Eddie. Lock in D.
Lock in D. Which year was daylight saving time first introduced in Australia? Sorry, Tony, it was 1917. You got 5 in a row. You played beautifully. It was actually a wartime initiative during the First World War to save fuel by limiting the need for lighting. It was again introduced during World War II, and by the 70s, many states had reintroduced it permanently as an environmental measure. So I would have thought the mid-70s if I was off the top of my head, but 1917 during World War I.
It's been a nice trip.
Tony,
Thanks,
good on
Eddie.
you, buddy. You've been
Thank you very
fantastic.
much.
Well played, mate. Hey, Gordon, how are you? From Point Clare in New South Wales. Where's Point Clare?
Gosford, Central
Gosford.
Coast.
Beautiful part of the world. Central Coast is just... what a hidden treasure that place is.
It is. Don't tell too many people about it, or they'll all want to come there.
Oh, it's magnificent, I tell you what. 61 years of age, Senior Systems Officer with the Reserve Bank of Australia.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I basically help out with change management, that type of thing, software development. I used to be a software engineer.
Yeah.
And making sure that things work properly between the various sections. I work in IT and make sure that things don't screw up too badly when we put things on live.
Good stuff.
New programs, all that type of thing.
Jeff's your mate up the back. G'day, Jeff.
Evening, Eddie.
How you doing? Your wife, Carol, we've been married for 25 years. Yes. Nikki's your daughter, who's 24. Gordon, let's go, buddy. For $100,000, or for you, $1,000, and a chance at $250,000 if you miss it. Rebecca, one question for 100 grand for you. Here we go. A famous figure in America's Wild West, William F. Cody, was better known by which name? A, Billy the Kid. B, Buffalo Bill. C, Wild Bill Hickok. D, Crazy Horse.
Can you lock in B, Buffalo Bill, please?
You're not going to muck
Eddie?
around, are you?
Not in that one.
Not in that one. It's locked in. It's correct for $100,000. Known as a bison hunter and a cowboy, Buffalo Bill, he toured with the Wild West show during the late 1800s and was one of the most recognisable men in the world in the early part of the 20th century. Gordon, you've won $1,000!
Thank you very much.
Gordon McGregor. You couldn't get any more Scottish than Gordon McGregor, and he works at the Reserve Bank as well. Close to all that money. That's what you like.
That's it.
This is as close as you're going to get to $250,000 cash of your own, though, isn't it?
It certainly is. I'd like to get a wee bit closer than I am at the moment, though.
Well, there's only one way to get closer, and that's
There
actually
is
to
indeed.
get it.
Yes.
What are you going to do with $250,000?
pay off our debt, and Carol's decided she wants a new kitchen, so there's a nice big bill coming in for that.
Yeah.
And she works as a courier, so she's also had to buy a new van just recently, so I can keep her working if I win that. Maybe I can retire.
You can retire, she can work a bit harder, fantastic. Hey, you just got your 3rd Dan black belt.
Yes.
Hey, what sort of karate?
Shotokan.
Yeah?
It's we tend to go in technical rather than
Yeah.
hard. You know, the Kyokushinkai people tend
Yeah.
to break things. There's other styles which are light and fast.
Yeah.
Wado tend to be circular movements and that type of thing.
Good stuff. And Nikki, your daughter, she's a black belt as well.
Yes.
Good on you. Gordon, let's find out what's happening around the globe. When we come back, we are playing for $250,000 cash. Gordon McGregor, the Senior Systems Officer from the Reserve Bank of Australia from Point Clare on the central coast of New South Wales. Just God's own country up there, magnificent part of the world. Gordon, good luck. Your beautiful wife, Carol, of 25 years. Nikki is 24, your daughter. This question is for $250,000 cash. It was love at first sight is the opening sentence of which famous novel? A, 1984. B, Catch-22. C, The Catcher in the Rye. D, On the Road.
Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't 1984 or Catch-22.
It was love at first sight.
On the Road's a possibility, and The Catcher in the Rye is about catching women and that type of thing. I'm inclined to be tossing between C and D, and On the Road could refer to a motorbike or something like that. I haven't read any Jack Kerouac, so...
It was love at first sight. 10 seconds.
I think I'm going to lock in On the Road, Eddie.
4 seconds, quick.
A Catcher in the Rye.
Big jump at the end there, Gordon.
I was tossing between the two, and
It's not 1984. And it's not On the Road. But Gordon, it's Catch-22. Written by Joseph Heller,
Yep.
set in World War II, Catch-22, which of course threw up the phrase Catch-22. It's a Catch-22 situation. And it is here tonight for you too, Gordon, because you've had a great time, but you've lost $250,000. No, you haven't. 249. I knew a Scotsman would know that. Right, forget the 250. Stay there, buddy. I'll shake hands with you,
Thanks
though.
very much,
You've won
Andy.
$1,000. Gordon McGregor won $1,000. Catch you next time in the Hot Seat. Goodbye.